Hey guys, it's Candace, Trinice, and Fee, and this is BGB. We're back. We've been back. Hopefully you guys have been on our page and been checking out some of our new content. We've been mad funny. I think they were funny.
Humble brag? Like what? You're supposed to let other people compliment you.
They have been, but I just think that it's even funny. I think it's cute, and I think that we're funny. So check us out.
Yo, wow.
You got lipstick on?
Yeah, girl, she's showing off for them.
Yes. Oh, because
she said I'm super cute and I'm funny.
Let me tell y'all something. So we have an issue here in the studio where one of the members consistently steals my stuff, from my hoodies to my lip gloss.
No, she did.
First of all, yes, she did.
Why'd you say that?
Because it's true.
Always telling my business.
I gave her. Well, I actually didn't say that it was you. I just said one of y'all. I was really telling my business. But y'all know it's her now. She's a thief and she steals.
If they real fans, avid listeners,
they
know who you're talking about.
They know about this freaking hoodie.
We saw that hoodie.
And you guys will soon see it again on an episode because it's getting cold.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. When you want to be bold like that, that's why it's never going to go away.
Anyway, I've given her some lip gloss, and I told her, do not, that is Sweet Lips by Maddie. I actually like to call it Maddie Mac, but she calls it Sweet Lips. Mm-hmm. I told her, I said, look, my little sister makes lip gloss, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you this one. Do not keep touching my other lip gloss. She gonna say, I can't make you no promises.
I can't.
Then she gonna put lipstick on. So you know what I'm gonna do.
No. I just wanted to switch it up for y'all a little bit, you know? Shucks. It's hard out here in these streets. We don't get to do nothing. We can't really wear no lipstick or makeup. Unless you spray your face down to make sure it don't rub off on your mask.
That's true. I hate seeing a dirty mask. Especially when they be wearing them white ones with their whole face come off and they barely be like, I was like, oof. And then, you know, I be out recording people. I be out recording people, and it's like, oh, should I keep my mask on or off? I was like, if we 6 feet, you can take it off because we want to hear the sound.
Right.
They take that mask off.
But then they like pale under it, right? It's like
no, but sometimes like when I be sweating, I be getting the mask lines.
That's what I'm saying.
I was scared for the summertime. I thought it was gonna be two-tone.
Oh, wow.
I bake very well.
Yeah, you're honestly
avid baker.
Sometimes you look light skinned.
Wow. But it's becoming that time, so we'll see.
It's gonna be okay. But anyway, guys,
the beautiful things about melanin. How do white people do it? They just turn red, right?
Oh, child.
If they do it right, they can get a little bit darker.
Suntanning.
Yeah, I mean they do it all year.
Yeah, because they be addicted. But
and I mean nowadays they have lotion that tans you, so they don't have no complaints.
You don't know if they have complaints.
They probably do have complaints because it probably wash off.
They have one that kind of stains your skin a little bit, which is really crazy. But
I know, I don't understand that. But anyway, here we go.
I want to walk in.
I'm sorry, Candace. They sure don't. They sure don't. But I'm not.
Back to you.
Candace, back to you.
Take it over, kid.
Some things never change, guys. So today we're talking about season 4 of Insecure. We waited forever for it.
Forever.
It was very hard.
I mean, honestly, I got another chance to watch it. Like,
not as long as Atlanta fans still waiting.
Oh.
It's just like, who just has the clout to just be like, all right, y'all, we sleeping for a year. We'll come back. And then everybody's
fan
okay
base
with
is there.
Exactly.
But that's because she's doing so, like, well, y'all know I'm an Issa stan. Y'all know that. But, like, she's doing so much. And you see her work. Like, even when she wasn't on this, Black Lady Sketch Show.
This blonde
the radio.
is sending me. I don't know. It was like, am I sitting next to Kimberly? Remember that top? You know I don't like that.
Oh, gosh.
Come on. Kimberly who?
And you know they just came to Netflix.
I know, girl. I'll be watching. I'm halfway through the first episode.
I wish you could block shows like people on Twitter and Instagram. Remember the time we went to that trivia thing and I drew that album cover?
Girl, yes. How could I forget it?
We won that point though.
We did. That was good times back in the day before they ruined it. But yeah, like Issa is out here doing so much, working on other shows, having a whole production company. She's getting into hair care. She is a
music artist as well.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, music production, television, film production, hair
and
care.
She's always taking.
She has a restaurant,
a sip.
Hilltop, which my sister's best friend got me a T-shirt from there and a mug because he knows I love Issa so much. Shout out to Jordan, and I love it. Like as soon as I got it, I was like, I should wear it, but I was like, let me chill, because I can admit when I'm fangirling, and I am. I love Issa so much.
That's a shot from the previous show. I hope y'all watch it.
But like it's just again, every time we talk about the show, her hustle is just so
real.
It is, and you have to respect people. It's the same way I probably feel about Cardi B and Meg. Like you gotta respect people that have been real about where they started and where they trying to go. And people can hate you because of who you are, but like I respect their work ethic so much to be like, listen.
Does Issa have a lot of hate?
No, but somebody was on Twitter like, y'all find her attractive. Did you see that?
That's crazy.
That pissed me
That's
off.
crazy. Because when I was watching the show the other day, I was like, oh wow, she's mad pretty.
And she really has changed like from season 1 to now.
Yes,
like
from the web series to now.
Yeah, from the web series to now. But that's what happens when you get money. You can look like you're supposed to. So send us some money now.
You are beautiful.
No, not even the money.
You are
not
definitely
even the money, but I just think that she just started
resources.
realizing who she is, and I think that made her beautiful.
And more opportunities.
Yeah. And I mean, a good hairdresser and stuff.
Yes.
Honey will do it.
Well, her hair grew, so. And I don't know if
that's why I'm definitely going to use her hair care line.
Money. It's like it's a lot of
what?
Her hair care line. It's a lot of them. She got one. Tracy Ellis got one. Taraji has one. I think somebody else coming out with one. Tiffany Haddish got one. It's called Bold and Beautiful. It's like I'm joking. She got one.
Let me tell you, I saw her on the show the other day, and she
looking like a roll-on deodorant.
So no, I think she was so pretty. She wasn't quite all the way bald. She had like a little boy cut. I mean, it was really, really close cut, but then it had like a little part.
Is it like
whatever.
what you do that?
With the Anthony
Oh
hair.
my God.
But I thought that she was absolutely gorgeous. I just thought she was very
She
pretty.
had that suit on?
No, she was on Ellen.
Oh, I would have to see it because I saw her in something and I really liked the outfit too.
Oh.
So I think I know what you're talking about.
I think that it was a nice cut, and she mentioned that she might let it grow back out, but then she'll cut it again. She said she's just going to do whatever she wants with her hair.
She's still with Carmen?
Yes.
Hair is just that. It's just hair.
I wonder
it
if
don't
they
mean
go
nothing to
to
me.
the same scalper together.
Scalper!
I don't know.
Not a barber, but a scalper.
He loves her hair.
I'm sure he did.
They probably just get up in the morning and rub heads like the cone heads.
Oh my gosh. Y'all ignorant. Whatever makes you happy, girl.
Exactly.
Do it.
You got comment, honey.
Honey.
Right.
Do it. And that was off what?
They did.
Bumble?
That's what they allegedly.
Yeah, girl, they was lying. It's just
I don't know if they was lying. But
you think Common is maybe they got an elite level. Maybe.
The one you pay for probably.
The $500 one.
Girl, they was at my job that they talking about getting on eHarmony. I said,
girl, stop playing. You need to get on farmersonly.com.
Never.
Go ahead, get us some from.
A good farmer. They typically well built.
Yeah,
great work ethic.
They get your
well hung like a horse.
Honey. They are built though, and they do have money.
You heard her.
And
you heard it first.
Do have money.
They do have money.
Money.
I've never seen a farmer with money.
They do have money. They just don't look like money a lot.
I havenent. I have not seen that representation
Because you
yet.
know what? Because when we get money, we just spend it frivolously. Just
speak for yourself. all right. I do buy some things.
That's crazy. Anyway, guys.
Yes. This
is why they love us.
And Sakura. So when this first started, they dropped the bombshell right at the beginning. First of all, the end series show was another great one. It's great. Looking for Latoya.
Series, like inside the series.
Yeah, like the TV show they watched. Yeah. Looking for Latoya was great. It had so many amazing cast members. Ray J was in it. Portia was in it. Shout out to my girl Portia. She really holding it down on the activism front.
She is.
SZA was in it. Lavita Alizé Jenkins, aka Terry J.
I'd be like, I know their face, but I don't know their names.
It was so many amazing people in it.
One day I'll get there.
About it.
One day I'll get there.
But a lot of this season was about basically the relationship between Molly and Issa.
Friendship, honey.
And so many seasons prior, we've dealt with like romantic relationships, and this one was about friendship, and I was just like, it's time.
I think this was also about romantic relationships.
I was gonna say relationships, period.
Yeah, it was, for me, it was about relationships, period. But I think that it was less about the romanticism of the romantic relationships, but how can you like work on yourself in order to progress in possibly relationships or just in work, period. Because we see Issa excelling in her, is this her new career? Like, I'm gonna
say so. Yeah, she figuring it out as she goes, but she's been very successful.
She was doing some
things.
And
I respect a lot of people that have to build their path. I respect them a lot more. Like, it's already hard to follow a path, but they had to build one.
Right.
Whew.
Right.
And then
like she's starting from scratch.
Yeah, scridgy.
And sometimes you be itching.
And so like it was lovely to see her go from a job that she hated to moving on up. Dang, it looked like it. To
somebody beat you up.
Oh, that's a big scratch. You must have hit the door or something.
That's what they say.
They do be saying that. The cabinet opened and hit my eye.
Something.
Don't even do it. Don't even do it. But anyway,
never got to worry about that.
I just think that she sat there, and to see her develop her career outside of a job, that was a beautiful journey for me. And as much as she was afraid and didn't know what was gonna happen, she stuck with it.
She learned a lot in that job though, because when she was with what's it called? We care. What is it called? The show. I mean, the job she was in. Ooh. Something. It was something. She did a lot of fundraising, and which she had to take with her in order to.
When she went out to like.
Is it?
I thought it was We Can.
Look it up.
Just look it up. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, when she was at her old job, she did fundraising, what she had to do in order to get the people, the vendors and everything for the block party. She also learned a lot of integrity through that, like working with Frida. It really did give her a lot of accountability. That time she messed up. And the boss was hating her. Like, she had to really humble herself and work herself back up to the top. And just that grit and work allows you to have a work ethic that is really necessary when you're working on your own. So I think that, it's like those jobs are the ones that build you for
your actual career.
Yeah.
But also learning in those moments, like you said, she had to learn how to deal with a lot of hard moments.
Yeah.
And then how you get through those moments helps to build your character. So like, yeah, your boss didn't like that you did this, or you took initiative in that and they didn't like that. But now she knows how it feels to fail and to still keep going.
I was going to say,
and
not
I think
to
that
quit.
Helps. Yeah, that helps to build her.
Because a lot of people quit in that moment. Like, they be like, oh, my boss don't like me. I ain't got to deal with this. I ain't got to put up with this. And my man got two jobs. But knowing that you still got to pay rent, you still got to pay car notes and things like that. So you got to keep those things in mind. I said minds. I always tell people at the end of the day, you don't leave nothing until you get something.
That's true.
So,
well, see, I used to say that, but I think it depends, because sometimes you have to know when the time is up. Like, there are some jobs that literally suck the soul out of you.
And I get that, but I feel like you got to prepare.
We got y'all.
Yes, thank you. That's it. We got y'all. Yeah, I think you should prepare, but I think
as well.
We're in a time now where people can literally like figure out what they want to do. You can be famous online.
You can be famous just like that.
Watching the show. Let's not be ridiculous, guys. It's not
but
just like that.
It is literally. I was watching.
These people be working for years and you don't know it.
That's true.
I was watching a show the other day, and I'm not gonna say what these people was doing. No, it wasn't a bootleg show. It was a legit show, or whatever. And they was just throwing out different people that went on line and did like something stupid or whatever, and they noticed that somebody sent their stuff to somebody else and they got noticed just like that, and their life just changed overnight. So it's possible. Not saying that it happens all
what
the
I'm saying
time,
is
but
that's
then
not
you
a real career that you're holding on to. Like that is, yes, that's an overnight.
They got signed to
do what? And how many? What were they in after that?
it just
Talking
started.
about a singer.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like people
they
might
have
know them,
longevity
but
yet.
like they don't have all of that yet. Like it's happened, but
They could
I don't even
potentially
know
be a
this
fly-by-night.
person. Who is it?
She said she didn't want to say. She did
Why
say.
can't you say?
I don't know. She didn't want to.
Yeah, what's the big secret?
I don't want to say.
Anyway,
That's why
but so like
the point is invalid.
I
right?
did
Whatever.
agree at one point, like you need to have something. I think if you have something that you can commit to, because sometimes it is that dream that you're going to commit to, but make sure your responsibilities are taken care of. Because at one point it was like you don't quit a job unless you have another one. But I think we're in a time now like you don't quit a job unless you have a plan and you are taking care of your
I
responsibilities.
think that's us generationally.
I
They
think so,
say
yeah.
millennials are like that. You know, we are the generation of entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
and we leave jobs so quick when we're unhappy and all of this and all of that.
I don't know why they get mad. Like we decided that we didn't want to be in a job that treats us bad and we get bad mouthed for it. Like it's literally people that work
It
a job
happens.
for
It
40
happens.
years and be like, they never.
Happens.
They never gave me a life insurance. They never. They never. They
What
don't
job
care
have
about
I been
nothing.
in?
Ooh.
I'm talking about
After
you
show,
bad mouthing
After
people.
show. After show. After show. Back to the season. Candace, go ahead. Back to the season.
So, like we talked about, a lot of relationships were broken, mended, just looked into deeply. And one of the most important things that I would like to talk about today is Issa and Lawrence. And I think that something really important happened on the show over the years, and I think that is maturity.
I can agree.
And they had a talk to really figure out, what happened. And the reason why they actually had to talk, I believe, is because Issa wanted to just, figure out, like, what is it about me?
It was a soul searching moment for her.
Exactly.
And she had the opportunity, because everybody does not get the opportunity to ask her previous partner to see, because at this point she's like, relationship wise, romantic, why do I keep getting the same thing? Why am I feeling this
I don't
way?
even think it was just romantic relationship wise. I think it was also her relationship with Molly as well.
I mean,
like, what kind of person am I?
Yeah.
Well, because
okay.
just the whole season, it was like she cared, but then it was just like, all right, girl, you making stuff up at this point.
Girl.
Like, I don't know what you want to tell you. Like, just stop. You tripping. You playing yourself. Like, but I think that she really wanted to get down to the bottom of who she was at the root of the person,
or who people perceive her to be, because I think it's different. Like, you can feel a way about yourself, but perception is really other people's reality of you, and sometimes you have to sit. And I think people say, like, television personalities, they'll say, like, you need to ask people in your life how they see you, because even though you might be like, oh, because I think I'm a very honest person, and they'll be like, you're a jerk. And to me,
because the thing about it is
no. Like, I hear it, I understand, but my intention and my execution are different.
That's what I was just about
and
to
that's
say.
the thing that a lot of people don't realize. You can have all the good intentions in the world, but how you execute them determines how people view you.
She does intentionally try to be a jerk sometimes, though.
I do sometimes, and I can own it.
Apparently, she likes to reside in Pettyville, but that. Oh wow, I didn't even know. that village is going to flood like Noah's did.
Oh, child.
So
I'm
he
sorry.
built a boat. You
I
bastard.
did. I did, and I brought 2 patties with me, honey. A pair of patties.
Jesus is coming back. He's going to destroy them too.
I am so sorry. Father,
So
forgive us.
forgive her for being petty.
Please. You don't think he was petty when he knocked them tables over?
No.
You don't think y'all making money today?
Anyway, so have either of you ever had the opportunity to have a mature conversation with someone to get a better understanding of who you are as a person, or why things just happen the way that they happen?
Don't talk so quickly.
I have water in my mouth. But you can go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I definitely have. I've had plenty of conversations. From every relationship that I've had, I feel like I've grown. I've let go, and I've...
You can get no taller.
Actually, I have, from where I started from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always that one. First of all, I was never the person to break up and burn bridges. I was never that person. So
let me tell y'all something. Y'all be dead to me. I got a graveyard full of niggas.
She did.
And I don't do that. I just don't feel the need. Like I feel like it was like amicable. So
amicable. But y'all know she like doing that, so.
So yeah, it didn't bother me. Like I just, I think that you should have those conversations because, like I said, it makes you grow. You can learn through your journey of relationships to get to figure out what you like, what you don't like, what you'll accept, what you will accept, and then when you get to the person, you can recognize it more quickly. Because of what you've journeyed through and not stayed for. So I just feel like if you feel like it's not working at a certain point, like just go ahead and just be like, all right, how do you feel about this? Because this is how I feel about it. And then y'all talk it out. Now, keep in mind that you two can still decide to stay together. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like it could work. But if you feel like, nah, this ain't gonna work, then, you know, you got to do what you got to do, but just learn from it. That's all I'm saying.
I have had the opportunity in both realms, friendships, family, relationship. And sometimes I'll go in, because I'm a person, I like to know what's up. Like I need things to be final and defined. Like I don't like that in between.
But sometimes it can't always be that.
That's true. But when it can be, it should be. But like, so I typically, I make my decision, and now here, like, as time has passed, because I've learned through past relationships, you should tell people before you just throw them away. You should give them the opportunity to become recycling and not trash. So I have tried to be more aware of how I decide to end things with people. Because, I mean, you know, Candace got a graveyard. It's the same thing. I felt like at a certain point, because I feel like I tell people, like, hey, I don't like this, or don't do this. And when they do it, what's the excuse? You knew. So there's no more conversation because you are aware. And that has not worked for a lot of relationships. And as much as I'm a person that's going to figure your life out, I'm going to be fine. Sometimes you make things fine that shouldn't be. And I had to learn that. And I'll say it wasn't until it was like something close. Because I'll say like in college, when I dropped those friends, I did not look back. I didn't care about reconciling. I didn't care. I was just like, okay, I don't like y'all no more. I'm done. That's it. Wow. Ain't no conversation. Like, but I had been saying like, I don't like this, or this is my problem. And then once the response was, then that's what it is. Where do you go from there? And I think a big element of this, like Candace talked about earlier, is maturity. Like both parties have to be willing to be honest about where they are and what they desired and what they want from the moment. Because sometimes you do just want the conversation and you don't want to continue a relationship. Or sometimes you do want a relationship and the other person doesn't. And you have to be vulnerable enough to say that and to, be open and honest about it. So when it comes to that, you really have to decide and see, because some exes you can't have the conversation with because they're not ready or you're not ready. And it's just going to end up with...
They don't want to have conversations. They want to just have sex.
Girl, that's all they do.
Like,
people lie so much about...
You? Come in. No, nigga,
get
talk to me in my car.
Girl, that don't do nothing.
I was going to say, don't act like...
I've never... That's not nobody's business.
Okay, because you got to make it everybody's business.
Oh my God, we're not doing this.
Unbelievable.
We're not doing this.
I don't believe that.
We're not doing this.
But anyway, no form? Okay, anyway, lies. So... Have you
what?
Been no,
she's not.
You know you can't talk to us about that.
You did,
I'm married. I only talk to married people about married things.
That's right.
But have you had the opportunity to have these?
I'm single. I won't talk to single people about single things.
To have these final conversations.
No, I've never had a Lawrence and Issa conversation. I probably would have only had that conversation with one person, and I don't know if they are mature enough to have that conversation, nor do I really care, because I feel like I've learned myself a lot. And I don't know the purpose of what, of asking them.
I hate the conversation. You ain't missed nothing.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I did. Because
You
I
didn't
like
have
to know.
that conversation.
I mean, not from your perspective, but I did.
Exactly. So
I
it's
did
not
ask.
the same.
I asked her the details. Whatever. I just didn't have the feelings. I just need to know the facts.
Oh.
What the hell do you want? That's the conversation.
No, but that's not the conversation that Lawrence and Issa had.
You're right. It's not.
So
that is not
It was a
conversation.
lot more mature, you guys.
That need to be answered too.
Yeah, I just don't know if it'll be beneficial, because the answer to my question is no. I have not had that conversation. Not with I was about to say that. Dang.
You go ahead, ugly. Just go ahead.
I have not had that conversation with a person that I was interested in romantically. I have had mature conversations. At least I thought that people were mature. I can't tell.
Stomach is hurting.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Maturity.
You can tell us?
And I didn't rush you. You talked for 35 minutes.
I did
The
not.
show was going.
Okay, guys. All right.
I feel like the conversations that I had, had the possibility of being mature. The one I had most recently, I think was good, because we both grew, and I think they listened, and I tried to do my best to listen as well. Sometimes relationships are a roller coaster, though, so you just hold on. So,
And scream clearly.
I recently read an article I wrote to someone.
I told you about calling it an article. I cannot
published?
stand her. It's just a
I
note.
left it at my old job. So no, it's not going to be published.
Oh my gosh.
It could be. Let's publish it.
I told you I wanted to do some relationship chronicles.
Wow.
I don't know if that's gonna be happy or sad.
But
Wow.
it could be a laugh. I don't know.
Relationships, like she said, a roller coaster,
Yeah,
and I don't
for
even
sure.
ride them.
She wrote these relationships. She the conductor.
And
But so I think that those conversations are important, and sometimes when you're not on the same page to be able to have those conversations, it can really mess things up or make the situation much longer. So Issa and Molly, they need to have a lot of conversations.
They need counseling.
Well, I don't
Therapy. Something they need.
oh, they both. Well, no, Molly's the only one that was going actively, and
Yes.
she wasn't. Well, she has for some reason.
It's a lot deeper than just one thing with them. That's the thing.
You know
sure.
what? The one thing I can say on a very, very personal level is when you stop the communication, it literally opens the door for all of the negativity.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
When you get to a place with somebody that you like, they are so close, like super close, and instead of them being honest at that moment, it was gonna be hard. It was gonna be difficult. But if they would have just been honest and got through that
And trusted in their friendship.
that space wouldn't have allowed for all that happened.
Right. And sometimes you don't, when you in it, sad to say, sometimes you don't see it happening.
Yeah.
You want to believe when you stand back and you examine the things.
Yeah, you can see
you
it.
be like, oh my God, why didn't I catch it then? This is where it started going down. But it's like when you in it, you just like, that's my girl. We gonna be good. You
But
know what
then
I'm saying?
another thing,
And that's where Issa was with Phil. I think she was like, what she say one time? She was like, oh, she'll get over it in a couple of days or whatever, and I'll call and we'll do this and we'll do that, and it'll be done.
Like that's a lot of it is assumption.
Yeah.
And it's either gonna work for you or work against you.
Right.
Well, not normally.
And it
works
may
against
have
you.
worked one time in their relationship.
Yeah.
But because when you grow,
Sometimes people just get tired of that.
yeah, and that's the thing. And the thing about it is you grow from things. You grow out of things. You grow out of people. Not grow out of people, but grow from people.
Yeah. And growing pains are real. Like we talk about it, but like it's very serious where you're in a different place in your life or you want more and people only see you one way, and you have to understand like you can love a person and they don't have to be in that same place.
Exactly.
And I think we don't do a good enough job expressing that. Like, you can really, the only time we understand it is when you have to move on. Like school, you understand, okay, yeah, this is great, we was best friends, but we going to college, so we got to understand, you know, this, like that. Like, life changes make you understand growing pains, but when you have to do it on a very personal level, we can't make the space and allowance to say, like, even with the way Molly handled how Issa was doing her career, like, you so used to Issa being somebody that has a job that she hates, that's draining her, that when she came to you with the idea, like, this is what I want to do, it was just like
she thought that it was just going.
Yeah, like, this is a fly by night. This is not something that's going to last, because this is not what I know.
Right.
And then on the other side, when Molly's in a relationship where she's trying, it's like, okay, girl, but you about to destroy this. So
right.
But the thing about that actually is she literally was destroying it
in that moment.
And so it's just like, I feel like
grab what's for you.
Molly's so used to. Okay, because we can get into it.
We are, but go ahead.
Molly, I feel like Molly feels like she's above Issa on a lot of levels, you know, whether or not it's just like her career, you know,
she feels like
her living status, like she feels like the period. And
somebody told me they fine with feeling better than other people, and they do it.
They fine
yes,
with feeling
I say sometimes I think I'm better than other people,
and I'm fine
I
with
do.
it.
Yeah, I am like. I'm better than you.
See?
So I'm
better than you.
But it's more of I'm better than you as a person. It's not like
just making it worse.
No, I don't think
it's language that you're not. It's not changing.
If you
anything.
be quiet, I'll explain myself.
God.
I feel like I'm better than people as a person. So it's not my status. It's not like, oh, I have more money than you, or I have this kind of car.
And standards.
Yes, okay. I'm better than you.
Wow.
So
are you better,
think that
you're
a horrible person.
More?
No, I don't always want more. Sometimes in certain instances, I'm like, I'm a trashy person. But it's like when I'm up against some people, it's like I'm better than you. That is
oh my God. Like, now I don't think I'm better. I think I have better moments. But it's one little slippery slope for me to be trash just like you. So
I think the word that they would like to say, guys, is that they're more mature.
Nope.
And so
I am better than you.
Nope. I know. Don't claim it up.
I know some people's character. And I know some people's work. And I am better than some people. And that is just I'm standing by it.
Actual, factual.
Period. Ooh. It's some people that I'm better than. So
you know what?
Anyway,
you think Molly feels that way about Issa?
But I think status-wise, though, like when it comes to like certain material things, I feel like, and like she said, maturity, she thinks that Issa's immature, but there are some things like she play too much, you know, sometimes, and some people probably, this is not about me. She sees a side of her where Issa sometimes needs a lot of help. And when Issa began to come into herself, like,
and not need her as much,
exactly, I think that also became an issue. Even though she did ask for her help, but it's like she asked for her help with the block party. But it's like I can network and go around you as well,
right?
So I'm about my business. I'm getting certain things done, and you know they say, and I'm not saying that Issa's doing better than her, but you know they say like, oh, people don't mind you doing good, but they never want to see you doing better than them. And I feel like that was kind of how it was a little bit, and even like, so even with relationships, yes, Molly was trying to work on this one thing with this guy, and you know she's like, oh, Issa, you so messy, you got this and you got that going on, but I feel like, while I may not always agree with people living a lifestyle or talking to multiple niggas at a time, I don't think that Issa was being messy at all in this season. And when Molly tried to call her messy, it was in reference to, y'all know.
Confetti.
Girl, all over the place. It was in reference to that, but because Molly sees Issa in a certain light, she couldn't understand that, yeah, this is going on. But first of all, I didn't know about it because somebody that's one of our friends didn't tell me about it. Because had she known about it, maybe she would not have handled things in a certain way. Yeah. I'm glad that she didn't know because she was actually able to, you know, produce this block party because of Condola. So
Condola, we said it right.
But for Molly to, it's just, I feel like she makes a lot of assumptions about Issa without actually allowing her to have growth in certain situations. So Issa telling Molly before, like, oh, I think you need therapy. Like, she legit needed therapy. Now, I think that sometimes it could be Issa's delivery that she doesn't like about certain things, which I can completely understand because I have a bad delivery person in my life. So it's just like,
they better be DoorDash.
which one they say throw the packages? Is it FedEx?
I can't remember. FedEx, UPS, or is Amazon?
Amazon takes a picture. So
yeah, they sure do.
I think it's either UPS or FedEx,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go with UPS because this person is brown. So
What can Brown do for you? I thought that was FedEx. Anyway,
I thought that was a politician.
Oh my God.
No.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so then we have this instance of Issa telling Molly, like, oh, I think you like messing this type of stuff up. Oh my God, it's just crazy. So I don't think that Molly always intentionally messes things up, but let's be very clear. She was sleeping with a married man and she did not even know if it was okay with his wife. So we want to talk about messy. Like, that's something messy. I'm just saying, if we're going to look back on the history of things, because Molly has said
Issa was messy that season too, staying at Daniel's house, knowing how he felt about her and playing them games, that was also messy. So let's be very clear.
She was upfront with him about it,
Still
though.
was messy.
Oh, but my point
And
is,
was sleeping in his bed and eating in his bed.
Clearly,
Messy.
I'm not even
Literally.
on
But let me,
do you
because
remember the episodes? My
Go ahead.
whole point is,
wrap it up.
You're not gonna talk
Go
to me
ahead,
like
go
this.
ahead, go
This
ahead.
not the wrap it up box. Don't play no music
Go
on me.
ahead.
Anyway, so let me tell y'all something. So the other day, we was on Google Duo with Trinity Clover, right? And she told him that she didn't know how to play spades. She got pimp slapped by her own phone right on the phone. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. But Issa tells Molly, I think that you are going to mess this up, or that you like messing certain things up. And the truth about it is, she gets scared of things, and she's unsure of things, and things get shaky. And what did she do? She made this nigga sit around. I was about to say some really racially insensitive things. She made She made him sit around and wait for her to work, falling asleep. This poor man was so tired. He just took all the naps. He was asleep for 3 days. And then she came back and was like, okay, babe, I'm done. His brother, I don't know about that situation. It's kind of shaky. I can't speak on it. But people in family and relationships, things can get messy.
Trash.
And also, didn't she get mad at him when he was basically saying that he was dating other people? It's like, what do you want? Do you want to date other people? Do you want to be just with me? Like, just speak up. I feel like communication was a big theme in this season.
Yes.
And you really have to communicate better. Also, she got mad at Issa that time that Issa called her, asked her for help real quick, and was like, oh, all right, girl, something. And it's just like, okay, hey, I need you too right now. The other day, I had to call an extra niece something about work, and I noticed that her tone was like real down about things. But I needed help for work right then and there. And I got her help, and then she was like, all right, girl, I need to call you later. Matter of fact, she was like,
you're supposed to join in. I'm tired of you.
She said she's not on this episode, and she
us.
looking like
Because
it. Pull yourself up.
I'm trying to get my point.
Pull yourself up.
You literally have said everything. Like, I'm looking at my notes.
These are my notes. Keep your lip gloss over there. Don't touch mine. But yeah, but I literally thought about that episode of when Issa called Molly and asked her for help, and then she was like, and I was like, I actually text her. She didn't text me back. She didn't text me back, y'all. She did not text me back. So you know what I did the next day? I said, what's up, nigga? You ain't text me back. And she was like, I know, I'm just. She was like,
you know what? I'm not. That's it.
So
we're done with this. You're done. That's it.
And she ended up telling me that she was upset about something. And so the point is, you should communicate certain things, or you should pay attention to the needs that people have. So I think that both sides had some things that they could work on, but I'm officially team Issa.
Now, as I was team Molly initially, I did change toward the end. My thing with this whole situation with Molly,
Molly was at that block party and she disrespected
She did disrespect her at the block party.
Go ahead.
And that's when, well, that's not when. I changed my mind about her before that. But I felt like in Molly's situation, you better be working on your answers because I'm going to throw it to you. I felt like with Molly and Issa on the flip side is the issue Molly was having was a position issue. And it's a lot of people in relationships that get insecure because they don't... insecure because they don't know their position. So it's like, okay, if all our relationship is built on me being the person, me being the go-to, and now you're doing it yourself, what am I here for? What do I do? Now, the way that Molly handled it is not correct. She should have explained, like, you know, what you need, like, see what more she needs in a relationship. Because it's kind of like that transition parents have to make with their kids when you go from a child to an adult, and it's like, all right, well, you don't need me to feed you. You don't need me to clothe you. What you need from me. And you have to communicate that.
Get out my house.
Girl, yeah, that's how they be. Oh, you don't need me anymore. You can go. You can pay all the bills and go.
It's only one woman under this roof.
Only gonna be one queen in this castle. I heard that verbatim. But anyway, so with Molly, I felt like it was a lot that she was dealing with on a personal level. And she felt like Issa was very dismissive. And the thing is, I'm a person that's like, I'm not gonna cry about what I'm going through. But don't be dismissive either. Like, give me the option to be like Candace was saying in this scenario. Now, at that point, I wasn't ready to talk about it. And I don't even know how I didn't text her, but I'm infamous for not texting back. It probably was not personal at all. But in that moment, for her to come back and reach back and say, I noticed this, that's important. For somebody that's a strong person or the person that's used to being the provider in more of a sense of a relationship.
She's not my man. She don't provide for me.
Shut up. In that instance, it's very difficult to be a person that's like, I got it together, to have to say I don't, because a lot of people don't know what they can add. It's like, what? How can I help you? How can I do this? And you, as somebody that doesn't need help, don't know how to say, this is what I need. And sometimes it's so convoluted that it's like, I wouldn't even tell. That's like you telling somebody how exactly to cook for the boys.
Right.
Like, it would be like, I mean, as long as they eat. Now, if you do it, you're going to be like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to cook this, I'm going to do that because this one likes this one doesn't like that, this one doesn't like this. But when somebody else babysitting, you probably be like, just order takeout.
Right.
Because you know the level that they're going to give you is not going to meet what you want. And I think that's what it is, like with a lot of strong friends. It's kind of like, I want your help, but the help that I need it specific. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to put the weight on you to do it my way specifically, so I don't know how to tell you how to help me. But with Molly, I feel like in this scenario, she was doing a lot of changing for her. She's in a place where she does, because she wants a relationship, and everybody want to talk about how she's Tony, but she's really Joan, but that's a whole different situation. She really wants a relationship really badly, but I think she wants it a certain way. Like, it gotta be a certain way. Very understandable. So it's just that when
she phony though.
When her, and I think the moment that really got me was when she was trying to communicate and Issa was just like blowing her off, because the thing that's so real is everybody reaches their breaking point at a different time, and you don't know which moment will be that. Like, y'all can be laughing and joking and it's like, oh, this is fine, and then it happened again and it's like, no, because I'm not in the mood to play, so now this is upsetting me. Oh, so I was ugly last week and we was joking, now I'm ugly today and I'm very upset because
you're gonna be ugly every day with me. So
that is true. That's true. But when you notice those things changing, you should be able to say, like, wait a minute, something's different, something's off. Why? And you also need to learn how to read the room. Like, you're a friend, read the room. I don't understand that. But when she sat down, I think it was Thanksgiving, and she was like, things that we not really clicking like we used to. We need to have a conversation. And Issa was just like, well, she'll be all right. I'm not doing it today. She'll be okay. Now, to Issa, it's just like, okay, we can talk anytime. Right. Now, mind you, they have not been talking anytime. But
they communication.
Right. And then with Molly, it was like, okay, I went out of my way to tell you that we need to talk, and you showed me that you don't care about it, so now I'm not gonna care about it. So literally, it becomes a pissing match of who don't care or who care. Like,
right.
And that's when we see them at the front trying to park in that parking spot. It's literally that. Like, we haven't communicated, or we're saying what we think should be understood. Because Issa was like, yeah. Because first of all, it's Issa's spot. That was Issa's spot. Because she pulled up, put her blanket on, was gonna back up, and she was just like, oh, okay, I'ma go. That could mean you're going to leave the spot or you're going to go in the spot. But Molly assumed that she was going to leave. And Issa assumed Molly was going to know, no, I'm getting in the spot because I found the spot first. And that little moment, like that jam that they had, was literally the relationship. Y'all are saying what y'all want, but not hearing what the subtext of what each other is saying. It's like, I completely understand it. I get it. But it's just crazy to me how in a relationship, the hearing and the communication can change in a situation and you never prepare for it. Like, we don't prepare enough for hard times in any relationship. Like, we really don't. Please, wisdom, would you step in?
Aha! I mean, y'all literally have said everything. I don't have anything to say about these characters at this moment because literally, honestly,
whose side are you on?
Well, we all know that I'm Team Issa.
And tell us why.
I don't have anything to say.
You do.
That's crazy. You was Team Issa in real life, or was you Team Molly in real life?
No, I was Team.
No. Was you Team Issa in real life, or was you Team Molly in real life?
Team Issa.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good to know.
She's saying that I'm Issa. She's Molly.
Yeah. And now I know. Now I know how you chose up.
No, you was acting crazy.
No, that was definitely.
But
you.
she did choose you that one year when she didn't come to my birthday party.
Nobody chose.
Whatever.
You
Anyway,
was just being stupid.
The bottom
She was
line
being dumb.
of their
You
whole
was being
thing.
ugly.
Your mother. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean it. I did not mean it.
The whole thing is communication, guys. There was lack of communication across this board in this whole season. From
That don't sound real. No, you can.
I can't
sit
see
back.
literally from all avenues.
Doesn't sound really definitive on what side you were on though.
She said she was saying Issa. She
But
said it.
it's like she's not giving good reasons. It's just like
I mean, what you want to do? She's trying to.
I'm asking her.
Let her finish it. Maybe she'll get to it. Like you got to your point.
I'm not. I actually wanted to go.
That's the point. She's trying
something
to
else.
even it out, and I see that.
So this episode was so much, but it was a whole season to cover, and we just scratched the surface. So make sure y'all stay tuned for the next one because you don't want to miss the conclusion.